So we're here today in Amsterdam, and I'm here with the guys from Havana.
That I've been thinking tonight that I should visit your home. Whatever makes you feel less.
Guys, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Really good, thanks.
Yeah. Always love being in Amsterdam, so it's good.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were here?
It was ages ago, actually, wasn't it?
When did we play? Did we play Milkwood? Or was it?
That will have been the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we played Harlem instead.
Yeah.
When we came
I
back.
think last time we was in Amsterdam was with the Main.
I can't
It
remember.
probably was the Main.
Or
Anyway, it was too long ago.
Yeah, it was
far too long.
Yeah, really happy to have you back. And you have your new album out. It's been out for a couple of months, and I'd really like to talk about it.
Awesome.
Because there is a special backstory to how it all came about. And one of the things I like most about it is that you came up with the song titles before you came up with the songs.
Yeah.
How did that idea started to do it that way?
It was when a couple of the songs had been written, and they had, like, I think it was Sinner and Ritual, and we really liked one-word titles because I always find it really aesthetically pleasing as well. So it started coming along like thematically about like sins and redemption and almost religious iconography. And so then we sort of set ourselves a brief of being like, well, I want a song called this and this and this, like.
So everybody got to pick a couple of words.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But isn't that like maybe a bit limiting the creativity to just pick one word?
It can be, but I sort of view it the other way because you can have so much choice to do stuff that you can almost get too confused.
Yeah.
When you give yourself slight constraints like that, I sometimes find it really opens up the creative part of your brain. So.
Alright, so it
worked for us.
Yeah, because there's an whole album. What kind of song titles did you pick? Did you have?
I didn't pick any of the song titles.
You didn't have like one evening with everyone to just belt out random words.
Actually, I come up with Epiphany.
You did?
Yeah,
you did.
I just gave it a random word to James, and he sort of worked something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, there were like all these different words like sinner and epiphany and rituals, and there are also like sinner and saint and heaven and hell, like these contradicting things. Is balance maybe a theme on the album?
Yeah, definitely. I think so, because it's about not finding a balance as well, and like veering too far to one side of things, as I know we all do. And I really like that dichotomy of having polar opposites.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's good.
So it's like a sort of full circle. You've touched all aspects.
Yeah.
And all the words are having a connection with like spiritual things, maybe religious themes also. How do those two things live in the band, maybe spiritual things or beliefs and stuff like that?
Well, personally, I don't have any spiritual beliefs.
Yeah. It's less to do with it just ended up that the words we used do have religious meanings as well. Like it's less to do with like the religious side of the word meanings than it is just the rest of it really. But yeah, it is sort of about realizations and awakenings and stuff that can be tied to religion, but none of us, apart from Max, our keyboard player, who isn't here, are religious.
Yeah. What does he believe in?
God. He's Christian. Yeah.
You had like a really peculiar way of making this album, like the title stuff and things like that. Would you do that again for the next album this way?
I personally would prefer to do it as a full band because it was very stressful going up and not actually being able to play my parts when I was up there. But
yeah,
it was a very backwards way of doing it.
It was a very strange way of doing it, and it was good for what it was, and it worked really well. And so I don't think we would have got the album we've got if we'd have made it another way. But it wasn't as fun as say the record before, where we all were in a room and we recorded most of it live, which was great. Yeah. So probably not.
Not as fun. Are you happy with the record?
Yeah.
No.
We're completely ecstatic. It's just like it was actually like work.
Yeah.
We were giving ourselves like tasks to do by the end of like midday and like by the end of the day, and so it was more stressful. It was just like when we've done it before, we've just been like we'd record a song, do like 4 takes of it, then go to a lovely pub in North London, then come back, do another one, then have another break, and then come back and do another one. And like, it was just completely different to that, where it was like, right, we need to finish this song by the end of the day. What goes next? Because we've got nothing. Yeah.
Wasn't maybe also like sort of keeping things fresh for the band, like not just
Absolutely as well, and I do think it's important to step outside of comfort zones when creating something, because it forces you to think in ways that you wouldn't necessarily, and explore things that you wouldn't necessarily normally explore if you're left like doing what you're more comfortable with, which is obviously for us playing as a band.
Would you recommend bands to at least do something like this once in their career, just to keep things spicy, maybe?
I would, yeah. If only from like a songwriting perspective as well. It changes the way you think about stuff a little bit. Yeah.
Better than you ever